Welcome to Module 2. In this module, we will address the most crucial factor enabling the purchase of a home, your credit. We will guide you through everything you need to either build or repair your credit, ensuring that it won't hinder your ability to purchase a home when the time comes. Unfortunately, we don't do enough to teach people the basics of credit and the impact that having no credit or poor credit can have on your life. This goes far beyond just qualifying for a mortgage. It can also hinder you from purchasing a vehicle or renting a home. Let's demystify credit once and for all so it never holds you back again. In Canada, our creditworthiness is primarily evaluated by two prominent institutions, TransUnion and Equifax. Your credit report encompasses various aspects, including financial habits, employment history, residential records, credit responsibility, and more. Essentially, it represents a comprehensive record of your life. When seeking any type of financing, all financial institutions will request your credit report to determine your Beacon score, commonly known as the FICO score, which serves as the fundamental measure for financial institutions to evaluate eligibility for financing. Equally crucial as the score itself is the information contained within your credit report, which we will get to. But first, your Beacon score. The Beacon score is determined by an algorithm composed of 5 key factors: payment history, utilization, credit history, credit mix, and new credit applications. Let's go through each. Payment history, the most critical aspect of your score and represents 35% of your overall Beacon score. Each missed payment is reflected in your history, allowing us to trace when the missed payment occurred on a credit facility. Maintaining and building good credit involves adhering to the contract terms and consistently paying bills on time. Utilization. This represents roughly 30% of your overall Beacon score and refers to the extent of your available credit that you use and the balances you carry. It's crucial to keep your balances on revolving credit below 50% of the available limit. Approaching or exceeding your credit limit can significantly impact your Beacon score, causing it to decrease credit history. Representing 15% of your Beacon score, it tracks the length of time your credit accounts have been active. The longer the credit history, the better. This is why you never close old accounts, especially ones with a good repayment history credit mix. Representing 10% of your overall score, it looks at the variety of credit accounts, loans, credit cards, and mortgages. A diverse portfolio can positively influence your score. Lastly, new credit. This represents 10% of your score and is triggered by continuously seeking new credit. By applying for multiple forms of credit, you can negatively impact your score. Additionally, the quality of credit matters. For instance, different credit cards, like a Capital One card versus a bank Visa, hold different weights and evaluations. Certain types of loans, such as an easy financial loan, may indicate desperation and a lack of understanding of credit, affecting your credit perception. Now that we know how the algorithm determines our credit scores, let's look at the Beacon score ranges. As you can see in this chart, anything above 670 is considered good. Ideally, you want to have a score above 680. However, we have lenders and insurers who will look at a lower score, but it will come down to the history and information contained in your report. Keep in mind that a higher score generally translates to lower interest rates, affecting the cost of borrowing, so aim for a score above 680. So, how do we achieve both a good Beacon score and a robust report? We follow the golden rule of 2-2-2. Most financial institutions look to see the following within your report: 2 forms of credit. This could be a line of credit, a car loan, or a credit card. They have been reporting to your credit bureau for at least 2 years. And lastly, have a minimum available credit limit of $2,000 on each. If you follow these guidelines, you will be well on your way to great credit. But what happens if you have damaged your credit? The good news is, you can repair your credit quickly with these strategies. As mentioned previously, credit utilization, the amount of debt you carry, accounts for 30% of your overall Beacon score. Clearing debt on revolving credit like credit cards can often lead to a quick rebound in your Beacon score, provided there are no delinquent payments. However, If your debt is substantial and requires a more structured approach, I recommend using either the snowball or the avalanche method to pay off debt. The snowball method focuses on paying off the smallest debt first, then adding that monthly payment to the next debt. This lets you pay more each month on the following debt, clearing it faster. It boosts confidence when you see a debt fully paid, motivating you to keep tackling debts. The avalanche method involves prioritizing the debt with the highest interest. By allocating more money to the highest interest rate first, you end up paying fewer interest fees on that card. This method saves money, but it may take longer to pay off the debts. Whatever method you choose, paying off debt helps repair your credit and increases your eligibility for a larger mortgage when the time comes. If your lower beacon score is not due to a high balance but rather to a poor repayment history, it's crucial to pay all your debts on time according to their due dates. This includes bills like cell phone bills. Repairing credit due to a delinquent payment history might take longer. However, by starting today and committing to paying on time within 12 months, you will see a substantial improvement in your credit score. This responsible behavior also demonstrates to lenders that you can manage credit responsibly. The good news is, when it comes to purchasing a home, you don't necessarily need excellent credit. Good credit will suffice. As a mortgage agent, I have access to over 30 different lenders, ensuring that we can find a suitable match for each person based on their unique profile. Up next, we go through the income requirements for a mortgage application.